Sport in Northern Ireland. Sport in Northern Ireland plays an important role in the lives of many Northern Irish people. Most sports are organised on an all-Ireland basis, for example rugby union, Gaelic games, basketball, rugby league, hockey, and cricket, whereas others, like association football and netball, are organised on a separate basis for Northern Ireland. Boxing. Boxing is a popular sport in Northern Ireland. Prominent Northern Irish boxers include Carl Frampton, Michael Conlan, Wayne McCullough, and Paddy Barnes, amongst others. Golf. Golf is a very popular sport in Northern Ireland. Golfers from Northern Ireland have enjoyed great success in recent years. Between 2010 and 2015, Graham McDowell, Darren Clarke, and Rory McIlroy won 25% of the titles in major championships. Association football. Football is one of the most popular sports in Northern Ireland. The Irish Football Association, IFA, is the organising body for football soccer in Northern Ireland and was historically the governing body for the whole of the island. The IFA sits on the International Football Association Board, which is responsible for the laws of the game. The Northern Ireland Women's Football Association, NIFA, is the IFA women's football arm. It runs a women's cup. Many football fans in Northern Ireland prefer to support teams from England such as Manchester United and Liverpool, and teams from Scotland such as Celtic and Rangers. Domestic competitions. The domestic league is the IFA Premiership. Some of the major teams include Linfield FC and Glentoran FC. Derry City FC is based in Northern Ireland, but plays in the Republic of Ireland's league. The Milk Cup is a successful international youth tournament held annually in Northern Ireland, in which clubs and national teams from anywhere in the world may compete. Northern Ireland also played host to the 2005 UEFA Under-19 European Championships. The Setanta Sports Cup was set up by its sponsors television channel Setanta Ireland. It is an all-island tournament featuring 12 teams, 6 from the League of Ireland and 6 from the Irish League. Despite fairly low turnouts for each jurisdiction's leagues, the Setanta Cup drew relatively successful gate receipts and in 5 editions has had one winner from Northern Ireland, Linfield, in 2005. National team. Northern Ireland's international team, despite a poor run of form in the late 1990s and first few years of the 21st century, and a corresponding slump in the FIFA World Rankings, enjoyed great success in the early and mid-1980s and recently had a revival in their fortunes under manager former Laurie Sanchez, with most of the players come from the English or Scottish leagues, although occasional appearances of Irish League players have been known. Gaelic games. Gaelic games include Gaelic football, hurling, and Gaelic handball. Governing body. Gaelic games in the north are controlled by the Ulster Provincial Board, which covers all 9 counties of Ulster. Competitions. Every footballer or hurler plays for a local club, with the best players being selected for county panels. Each county has its own county championship, with the winners going on to play in the Ulster Senior Club Football Championship or Ulster Senior Club Hurling Championship. Crossmaglen Rangers are currently the most successful football club in the north. The county teams play in pre-season competitions, such as the National Football League, which serves as preparation for the Ulster Senior Football Championship and All-Ireland Senior Football Championship. The hurling equivalents are the National Hurling League, Ulster Senior Hurling Championship, and All-Ireland Senior Hurling Championship. In recent years, the most successful football teams from the north have been Tyrone GAA and Armagh GAA. Hurling teams have found it difficult to make an impact against the top counties from the south, with Antrim GAA the most successful. County players may be selected for the Ulster provincial side to play in the Railway Cup. The team has won the Interprovincial Football Championship 32 times, but has never won the Interprovincial Hurling Championship. At international level, footballers can play for the Ireland International Rules Football Team against the best Australian rules football players from Australia. Hurlers playing in the lower divisions of the All-Ireland Championship are eligible to play against the best shinty players from Scotland in composite rules shinty hurling. Rugby Union. Rugby union is a very popular team sport played in Ireland. The sport is organised on an all-Ireland basis with one team, governing body, and league for both the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. Governing body, Irish Rugby Football Union. The Irish Rugby Football Union is the governing body for rugby union in Ireland. The IRFU is divided into 4 branches, which represent the 4 provinces of Ireland: Ulster, Munster, Leinster, and Connacht. Petitions. See also Irish Rugby Union System. Irish provinces compete in the Pro 14 against Welsh regions and Scotland's super districts. The 4 Irish provinces also compete in the Heineken Cup. Competitions have taken place since the late 19th century, with the modern-day interprovincial championship between Munster, Leinster, Ulster, and Connacht first contested in 1920. Another focus for the domestic game in Ireland is the All-Ireland League. This was started in 1990 and has now expanded to 3 divisions. Statistics. According to the IRB, Ireland has 201 rugby union clubs, 614 referees, 25,000 pre-teen male players, 35,000 teen male players, 14,500 senior male players, total male players 74,500, as well as 10,000 pre-teen female players, 800 teen. The IRFU annual report for season 2006-2007 reported playing figures within Ireland as follows. Adult male players 21,740, 40. Women players 1,756. Number of secondary schools players 23,586. Number of youth players 12,472. Number of mini rugby players 10,967. Primary school 32,209. Total players 100,974. Current trends. The professional era and the advent of the Celtic League and Heineken Cup has seen rugby union become a major spectator sport in Ireland. European Cup games are generally well supported in all the provinces, with sell-outs the norm and massive crowds in Dublin's Lansdowne Road for the quarter and semis, which Ulster have won and Munster and Leinster have reached. Ulster have led the Celtic League attendances for 3 years in the row, and Connacht, Munster, and Leinster's crowds have grown year on year. All the provinces are planning major ground upgrades to increase capacity and comfort. Ireland international games sell out against all but the weakest opposition, and with the team playing at Croke Park this year, the attendances may reach 80,000. The All-Ireland national team. The Ireland national team are considered by the IRB to be in the first tier. Ireland contests the Millennium Trophy with England as part of the Six Nations Championship. Every 4 years, the British and Irish Lions go on tour with players from Ireland, as well as England, Scotland, and Wales. Motorsport. Northern Ireland is well known as being a centre for motorcycle road racing. 2 international races are held in the province, the Northwest 200 and the Ulster Grand Prix. Road racer Joey Dunlop was voted as Northern Ireland's greatest ever sportsperson in a Belfast Telegraph poll, ahead of footballer George Best. During his career, he took 5 consecutive Formula I World Championships, 26 Isle of Man TT, 13 wins at the Northwest 200 and 24 victories at the Ulster GP, and attracted support from both the Protestant and Catholic communities. In addition, his brother Robert and nephews Michael and William have also been successful road racers, with all three taking multiple wins at the Northwest 200 and Ulster GP, and Robert and Michael also taking several TT victories. Other notable road racers from the province include Philip McCallan, who took 11 TT wins, including 4 in 1 week in 1996, 5 wins out of 6 races at the 1992 Northwest 200, 5 wins on 1 day at the 1996 Ulster GP, as well as the Maca Grand Prix, and Ryan Farquhar, another multiple. On the track, Jonathan Rea broke records in the World Superbike Championship in 2018 when he became the first rider to win 4 consecutive Superbike World titles. He also holds the records for most wins and most podiums in the championship. One of Rea's main rivals in Superbikes has been fellow Ulsterman Eugene Laverty. In Grand Prix racing, Belfast native Ralph Bryans was 50th world champion in 1965, becoming the only Irish rider to win a Grand Prix world title. He also took 10 Grand Prix wins across his career. On 4 wheels, Northern Ireland's most notable Formula One drivers are John Watson, who took 5 Grand Prix wins in the 1970s and 1980s and finished third in the 1982 Formula One season, and Eddie Irvine, who took 4 wins for Ferrari on the way to second place in the 1999 Formula One season. In touring car racing, Colin Turkington is a 3-time British touring car champion, having won titles in 2009, 2014, and 2018, and has also been a race winner in the World Touring Car Championship. In rallying, the province's most notable names are Paddy Hopkirk, who won some of the most prestigious events in international rallying in the 1960s in his Mini Cooper S, including the Monte Carlo Rally, the Alpine Rally, and the Acropolis Rally, and Chris Meek, who has taken multiple rally wins in the World Rally Championship. Cricket. Cricket in Northern Ireland was a minority sport till recently, but the game has really got popular among the citizens because of the recent success stories of Irish cricket team, which represents both countries of Ireland. Cricket is now getting more and more popular thanks to Ireland's successful Cricket World Cup campaign in 2007 and 2011. It has been played here since the early 19th century against Scotland. A match which has first-class status has been played annually since 1909. The Irish team was fairly strong in the mid and late 19th century and sent several touring parties abroad, but development of the sport was adversely affected first by the Gaelic Athletic Association's ban on its members taking part in foreign sports, and then by the creation of the Irish Free State. Many of the best cricketers in Ireland had been British soldiers and civil servants. There have been brighter spots in recent years, however. Dublin-born batsman Ed Joyce has played with some success as part of Ireland's ICC Trophy team and is now a key member of the Middlesex side in England's county championship. He captained the county in 2004. Interest in Irish cricket was also generated by the national team's startling victory over West Indies in 1969. They did it again on 17 June 2004. The sport is organised on an all-Ireland basis and is overseen by the Cricket Ireland, founded in its present incarnation in 1923. Ireland has entered some domestic English tournaments since the early 1980s, but becoming an associate member of the International Cricket Council in 1993 paved the way for participation in international competition, and indeed the 2005 ICC Trophy was hosted by Ireland. The Irish finished second in the tournament, beaten by Scotland. Ireland has co-hosted the Cricket World Cup in 1999. Dublin also hosted one game of the 1999 World Cup. The 2007 World Cup, which was held in the West Indies, was a very successful tournament for the Irish cricket team. Having qualified for the first time for the tournament, Ireland entered the arena with much to gain. Ireland tied the match with Test cricket playing team Zimbabwe and shocked Pakistan by defeating them on St. Patrick's Day. Suddenly there was much talk about cricket in Ireland. Ireland qualified for the Super 8 and recorded some good results, including a win against Bangladesh. Bangladesh. Bangladesh, 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 Bangladesh. Ireland have been granted ODI status, and now they appear in the ODI ranking table. In June 2007, Ireland played ODI matches against India and South Africa. Ireland went on to win the 2009 ICC World Cup qualifier, securing their place in the 2011 Cricket World Cup and ODI status for the next 4 years. At the World Cup, they made history by stunning heavily favored England in pool play with the largest successful run chase in World Cup history, led by the fastest century in World Cup history from Kevin O'Brien. On the 22nd of June 2017, Ireland was awarded Test status following a 5-year fight, becoming the 11th team to have Test status. Ireland's first Test match was at home to Pakistan in May 2018, losing by 5 wickets after being forced to follow on. After a tour to Afghanistan, Ireland faced England in a 4-day Test match at Lord's in July 2019, bowling England out for 85 before losing by 143 runs. Ireland's second innings, in which they were bowled out for 38 in 15.4 overs, was the lowest completed innings in the history of Lord's. In November 2019, the Irish cricket team qualified for the 2020 T20 World Cup. Basketball. For more international exposure, athletes from Northern Ireland have joined forces with Ireland and represent the island of Ireland together as its own national team. The governing body of all basketball activities in the country is Basketball Northern Ireland. Ice hockey. The Belfast Giants have competed in the Elite Ice Hockey League since the 2001 season. The team's roster has featured Northern Irish-born players such as Mark Morrison, Graham Walton, and Gareth Roberts, among others. Geraldine Heaney, an Olympic gold medalist and one of the first women inducted into the IF Hall of Fame, competed internationally for Canada but was born in Northern Ireland. Owen Nolan, born 12 February 1972, is a Canadian former professional ice hockey player born in Northern Ireland. He was drafted first overall in the 1990 NHL draft by the Quebec Nordiques. Professional wrestling. In 2003, independent wrestlers formed Ulster Championship Wrestling UCW. This was Northern Ireland's first wrestling promotion. Due to a number of problems, UCW folded in 2007. Also in 2007, Pro Wrestling Ulster PW formed. They bought out UCW and began their own wrestling promotion. Pro Wrestling Ulster hosts IPs and events in Northern Ireland showcasing local, national, and former WWE talent. PW folded in 2019. A new promotion and wrestling school, Titanic Wrestling, started up in April 2019. It is currently owned by local wrestler JDP. Former WWE NXT UK star Tucker takes training sessions in Titanic's school, The Yard.